Oh no, I didn't do those yet.
Jerry, you're on three?
Yes. 3.
Turn your headphones. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone's credit notes about ASMR. Check 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good.
Howdy do.
Howdy ho.
Okay, try talking from up there.
Hello.
Okay.
Howdy.
Let me bring this
I had to try that bacon jam burger, so I'll be burping. I apologize.
Bacon what?
Bacon jam burger. Yeah.
Oh.
This one's like tastes like a barbecue. You know, with bacon.
Alright, say the first part of your ABC.
Sobriety
From,
check.
like, where you would be talking from.
A, B, C, D, E, F.
All ready? Let's take a picture of it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, let's hold on. I need to rephrase it like one more.
Okay.
Mine was. There you go.
Cool.
Oh, look at this.
Okay, and then if you let me raise this up for you.
Much better.
Much better, yeah.
Much better.
Oh, that does sound a lot better.
It is.
Y'all both have like such good voices.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I have a face for radio.
Shut up. All right. Okay. We're gonna count to 10 all together, so I can just kind of measure out our volume. So I'll start. 1,
3,
4,
6.
7. Try me. 8.
9, 10.
Ah.
Good. I think we're good. I
Ah.
think
Peanut butter baby. Ah.
we're good. Okay. Ready? All right. So first we are gonna take some stills. So we're gonna look at the camera and pretend we're posing for pictures. So we'll do that about 3 or 4 times. I'll do the breezy pose and then we'll start posing. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I'm going to post this real fast. Roop, roop, roop. Snapchat.
Snitch.
The Snapchat.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, pose. 1, 2, 3, pose. 1, 2, 3, pose. 1, 2, 3, pose. All right.
Oh, that was
Easy.
I look upset and happy at the same time.
Alright, we will get started. Make sure your phone's on silent.
Oh, yes, thanks.
Yes. And I'm ready if y'all ready.
We are ready.
Cool. Okay, and we'll do 3 about 10, 15 minute segments. And we'll take a break so you can get a drink of water before you need it. Hi, you're listening to the Green Podcast with Adrian Green
J.R. McNutt.
and our guest for today.
Miss Veronica, and you can call me Veronica Pearl if you're asking.
It's Veronica Pearl, all right. So, Veronica, for anybody who does not know, she is our premier drag queen here in Big Spring. I believe you're the only one here, is that correct?
False.
Oh, okay.
There are about 4 other drag queens on the list.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's awesome.
Nice.
And, so who are they?
We have Rice and that is recycling here. They lived here, but they moved to Lubbock, but I still say that they were from here. Wow, such a good question. Go right to me.
We believe you.
They're here.
They're here.
I promise.
I believe you.
They
I
have
believe you.
arrived.
4 of them.
Four
so
of them.
How long have you been doing drag?
So I started drag in 2018. I lived in Lubbock, Texas, and I just started going out in the nightlife. And I got in a really good relationship at first, and then went south, you know. So I moved back home, and I was still stuck in the nightlife. Like, oh, I need drag. I need to watch it. I was only getting it on TV, Drag Race, you know that. And I was 18 years old, and I told my foster mom, I said, should I just walk up in a bar and ask if I could do a drag show? And she was like, yeah, let's go do it. Pick one. And I was like, I'm going to do the Desert Flower. So I walked in. I was like, I told the bartender, I said, I need to talk to the person that owns this place. She's like, okay, 1 second. So Janine came down, and I met her, and I was like, I'm a drag queen. I need to do a show. She's like, let's do it. So from 2018 to 2020, I did drag shows at Desert Flower.
Nice.
Cool.
That's cool.
So for anybody who is not familiar with the terminology, can you explain what is drag?
I think drag is a form of self-expression. I think every day we wake up and we do drag. This is his drag, this is your drag, this is my drag, you know? Everyone does drag every day. So I think it's just how you choose to express it.
Nice. And what can someone expect whenever they go to a drag show? What is a typical drag show for someone? If they say, oh, I want to go check out drag, what would you tell them?
I think a good drag show will include a bio queen.
What is a bio?
A bio queen is a female who does drag.
Okay.
A drag king is a trans man who does drag.
Okay.
And then a trans woman can also do drag too. So I would think that a good drag show would have all of these type of entertainers. And I think it should range from like anything, a dancing queen, a comedy queen, a look queen, anything, you know? I think it would range. I want to see a little bit of everything.
A country queen.
Country queen, yes.
All right. So how did you get into drag? Like, was it something you just ran into at first, or did someone kind of have to help guide you?
So I'm kind of going back to my foster mom.
Okay.
Drag Race was on VH1 at the time. She said, you need to watch this show. This show is great. Gave it a try, and oh my god, I fell in love with it. I needed to be on the show, I felt. So I was watching Drag Race, and then that's when I moved to Lubbock, and that's when I really started to go to the drag shows, and that's when I thought, oh my god, this is for me. Like, this is what I was made to do.
Awesome. And what is the drag scene like in this West Texas area compared to other parts of Texas?
So I feel like West Texas drag is kind of like the oil industry. It's booming. Sometimes it's booming all the way to the top, and sometimes it has its lows. I think in about 2020, pre-COVID, drag was at a very top, like in West Texas. They do drag shows here in Big Spring, in Midland, in Odessa, in Abilene, Lubbock, San Angelo. So basically your major West Texas cities all do drag. And I'm so happy that I get to say that I brought drag here.
I went to, I may have been your first drag show here at the Desert Flower. And when I went, I was like, oh my goodness, because I had been watching RuPaul's Drag Race as well. And I was so excited about it. And so I was like, I have to go see this in person. And so when I went, I was not anticipating the number of people that were packed into the Desert Flower.
A little small space.
It's crazy.
It's a little small space, and it was literally, elbows to buckles. I remember I was trying to get to the ATM to get some money out, and it was just like, excuse me, just trying to squeeze through people to get
And
to
a
the
butthole
ATM.
touched you.
And a butthole touched me, yes.
What club are you
Touched
at?
your elbow. Touched your elbow. Sorry. My butthole touched your elbow. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that. Sorry.
And it was a fun time though. It was
Honestly,
a lot of energy.
Yes, I agree. My first show was so crazy. I just remember it being so packed, and they told me, you can't let people in no more, reach capacity. And it's a small place, so I figured, 80 people tops. But for me, for my first show, for being an 18-year-old drag queen who just walked into the place and said, "Can I get a gig here?" To be packed, I felt booked and blessed. I felt so good. Like, oh my gosh, I did this. So of course, I had to keep it up. Anytime I saw someone, their first question was, "When's your next show? When can I see you again? When are you going to be on the stage? When's the date?" So it kind of like, now I took on something. Like, now I have to keep this going. I have to keep the momentum up. So then I shooted for monthly shows. So she did let me do monthly shows. Every month I got to do a show there. So thankful for that. I've also done drag shows at the Mezcal Bar and the Agave Bar. So that's
wow.
three different venues I got to do drag shows.
So which one is your favorite place to start for a drag show?
I am gonna say, if I'm thinking of,
or what is the special thing about each spot? I'm sure they each have
yes,
special
okay,
things
that's
about
what
it.
for the Desert Flower, it was my first gig, so that's home. I can walk up in there, everyone knows me. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me on the wall somewhere there, so that's home. Agave, they took me in, and I feel like, have you been to Agave?
Yeah, I like both those guys.
It's very Latin. It's very. I'm a Latina. I'm a Latina, so I felt at home. Like, these are my people. Like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. But then at Mezcal has more of the look, of the space, and it's the vibe. It's definitely what younger people here like vibe to. So I feel like this is the vibe. Home, my people.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I get that. So my only point of reference other than RuPaul's Drag Race is just what I see here in Big Spring. So if I ask anything that's it's not how it works. Just let me know. So on Drag Race on TV, they have, most of them will say that they have a house that they come from. Do you have a house?
Yes, I do. I come from the House of Canela. Basically, I'm teaching you, I feel.
Yeah. I'm taking notes.
Please. I feel like a drag house are people that you choose in life, your good Judies, your best friends, people that know you, people that are gonna, your brothers and sisters that are in your house. And I am in a house called the House of Canela.
And how many people are in here?
Right now, 4.
And are these like your, blood thicker than water kind of thing?
Very much so. The head house mother is Donabella Canela. She lives in Lubbock, Texas. And then another member is Cognac Canela. They are partners. And they both live in Lubbock, and they're in charge at the shows there at Rewind.
Okay.
Yes, so if you're in the Lubbock area, go check them out.
And who's the fourth?
The fourth, I have never met her. She's actually a bio queen that I just got told the other day, we have a new member. And I thought to myself, they haven't gone through me. I'll be the judge and jury. But I'm open to anyone. I'm very that type of person.
Okay. For people who cannot see us, she
How do you do that?
yeah, kind of there we go.
Virtual pad.
So do you have any questions about drag so far? Are you curious? Have you been to a drag show?
I have actually emceed one.
Oh.
At Mezcal.
So you're familiar.
They didn't tell me what the
What did you think?
It was fun. I didn't have the heads up. So they were like, "Do you want to DJ?" I was like, "Yeah." And then they gave me a list, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like using my my DJ voice from the Gentleman's Club. Next up on the floor, yeah, Candela. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean it's cool to learn about all that. Like I don't have any specific questions.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions,
I'm getting nurtured from the conversation.
Feel free to
From
jump
the source.
in. There we go.
From the water source.
Feeding you knowledge.
Like
Yes. Oh, Lord.
That makes video clips.
This is so much fun. Remember Country Queen.
Country Queen.
I want
yes.
bell bottoms and rhinestones.
Well, actually,
A cowgirl.
I saw
Yes,
a show here right next door, right when I don't remember what it was called, but it was part of the Desert Flower venue stuff. And one of the queens that came was a very queen. I don't remember her name.
It was probably Cecilia Ford.
Yes, it was her, and she did awesome. I think she played guitar and
Yeah.
sang.
Nice.
Yeah, and so she was pretty great. So, what are some things that people do not think of whenever they go to their first drag show? I imagine one of the things they might be thrown off of is tipping.
Oh yes. So first thing, if you're not aware, when you go to a drag show, make sure you have dollar bills. You want to tip the queens. You know, it's kind of like a stripper in a way. You know, if you want the stripper to do good and she's gonna want to make money, she's gonna shake her ass. So these queens are going out there to shake your ass. So tip them, you know.
And
Probably like $120. You know, something. The biggest thing you have in your wallet. Tip them.
there you go.
They will not forget it.
And so, there's usually a charge at the door, and then you're expected to tip the queens, like you would your musicians or anything else like that.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
What? I'm trying to gauge right now here.
I could talk about drag all day. You got the right person to talk about drag.
Well, I love it. So, what inspires your look, just in general?
3 words: crazy, sexy, and I'm not gonna say cool because you already know that. Latina.
So you mentioned crazy, sexy, cool, and TLC fan.
Definitely.
I love that channel.
So what? So what? How did you get your name, Veronica Pearl?
So I'm glad you asked. My biological name is Ronnie, so that already is a nickname for Veronica. My dad's name is Ronnie, so I'm a junior. But my mom's name is Veronica, so I thought when I stepped into this drag world, I thought, why not just keep Veronica? You know, I could still be Ronnie, Veronica. And I chose Pearl because I have a cousin. Her middle name is Pearl. And when we were younger, I'd heard my aunt, Alexis Pearl, get in here. So I'd be like, Pearl? Why does she get such a beautiful middle name? You know, that's not fair. I want something like that. So when I came up to creating Veronica Pearl, I asked her, I said, can I use Pearl? So Veronica Pearl.
How is Veronica Pearl different from Ronnie?
I don't think they're different at all. They're very much the same person. If I take all this off, I'm still gonna be the same person. This is just the gig, you know?
Alright, so it's just the packaging is
Mhm.
different. Got it. Sometimes some of the things I see here, you know, people will say, you know, my drag character is way different than what I am normally, and then there are some people that are just like you, where they say, you know, no, it's just a different package, same thing. That's awesome. So, I guess that will take a break right here, and when we come back, we'll talk more to Veronica Pearl about drag and all things drag here in West Texas and beyond. You're listening to the Creepy Podcast with Adrian Greater Friends.
Period.
Yeah.
I feel like a DJ with this one.
It does. It's very.
Can I take it off?
Yeah. Let your ears breathe.
I definitely want some water, and if y'all see my ass, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Sure, it's not the first.
Same here. You see mine?
It's not first.
After this, I'm gonna get a drink at the flower.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna go to
It's
music
Tuesday.
program.
What, you're what?